Hey Clashes, the new treasure hunt event starts tomorrow, and I think we should take a look at how exactly you can unlock those chests for the rewards and what I think about the event, and I will do that at the end of the video. But let's start things off with how you can get those chests, because those chests are going to unlock rewards like the equipment, like skins or other items. For that you have to attack in multiplayer battle, and you have to take down those 3 marked buildings, because one of them is going to have the treasure chest. Which means sometimes you're lucky and you have to attack only one of those buildings. Sometimes you're unlucky and have to take down every single one of them. If it's not in that building, you will see a red X and telling you that you have unfortunately missed. With that, we have to take down another building to see if this chest is in that building. And for that, if it's not in there, well, we have to take down the 3rd building. For this one, well, actually I'm lucky, it's in the 2nd building. This means though that the 3rd building, which was highlighted, is not highlighted anymore. Because with every single attack, you can always only unlock one chest. Not more, not less, except if you're not destroying those buildings. As soon as you have destroyed that and you're finishing the attack, you can actually unlock the chest and open it right away to claim your reward. Depending on the rarity of this chest, the reward is going to be better or just okay. As well, how many chests can you actually farm or even grind during the event? Well, this works like you have 3 chests at the beginning of the event and then 3 chests every 48 hours. That's how many of those chests you can unlock. I will just quickly show you that. So we have already claimed 2 chests because we have gotten 2 times the chests of those attacks. The second one, there's only gold in there, which is not the greatest to be honest. So let's just go for the 3rd one, because with the attack button, this is the menu of this event and it shows you we have 2 out of 3 chests already claimed. Let's quickly take down another base, or more specifically, those 3 buildings to get the next chest, to open it, then really show how this works and how the flow is when you want to have every single chest unlocked during that 48-hour window. For us, the 2nd building yet again was the charm, and we have gotten another chest. Again, we're going to quickly hammer away on it and open it. Again, it's unfortunately common, but still we're getting one of those magic snacks, which I will explain again in just a second. But this means we have overall claimed 3 of those boxes. This means as long as all 3 boxes are claimed, all of those multiplayer attacks are completely normal. Nothing crazy is happening. But as soon as the timer is ticking down, the 48 hours are finishing, well, you're going to have the fun again, because you can again unlock all 3 chests. And this is a never-ending cycle until the end is going to be finished. But how does the reward unlocking work? Well, Supercell is going to release an entire list with every single town hall and what type of rewards you can actually get there and what the likelihood is of you getting those. Since we can't go through all of that, that would just take way too long, we're going to take a look at Town Hall 16 as an example. So overall we have 4 rarities for the chests: common, rare, epic and legendary. In those chests there are different rewards. This is going from resources to magic items like potions, books, whatever. Or as well, if we're going to legendary, there is the equipment, which means the equal of 1,500 gems. You can't get like 2 of them, which means if you have already one, you can only get like others, for example. The same as skins, for example. You can get skins as well, which you have not unlocked yet, which is kind of cool. Right here we see as well how many builder-based resources you can get, but as well what type of decorations, what type of skins, what type of, well, equipments you can unlock with those different chests, which is actually a lot. But as I just said, make sure that you're checking the list of your town specific rarity and what the chances are, because as I said, that's a bit different for every single town hall, and going through all of them would take a little bit too long. But something which all of them have is the new magic snacks. The first magic snack is going to make sure that you can donate to yourself for overall 12 hours. The next one, the green one, is that for 20 minutes you can build the army and the spells, the troops and spells, without any building time. That's pretty cool, but only 10 attacks during the 20 minutes. The next one is the power pancake. For 3 attacks, your troops and your spells are always maxed out. The next one is going to be the mighty morse, which is your heroes and your equipment are maxed out for the next 3 attacks, which is pretty cool because it should work for example, the friendly war attacks or friendly challenge attacks as well. and you won't lose any attacks, which means you can test equipments finally. As well, the next two magic snacks are actually for your lab and for the builders. And as well, for your, for example, the town hall, I don't know, a town hall 11 or something, you can obviously only unlock rewards for your specific town hall, which means you can't unlock, for example, skins or equipments for the Royal Champ because you don't have that content unlocked just yet. But if you're town hall 13, you can unlock everything which is dedicated to your town level. The important thing over here, though, is that it's town hall specific. Which means if you're town hall 13, but you do not have your Royal Champion deployed just yet, which means you technically don't have a Royal Champ yet, it does not matter. It is only town hall dependent. So for example, if you're town hall 13 and you have no Royal Champ, you can still get Royal Champion skins. That is the important thing as well here. But overall, how does the animation work? Well, how this works is you have overall 4 hammers. The first, the second, and the third hammer can increase the rarity of your chest. The last hammer, if you tap it, you can actually unlock the chest and get a reward. And that's pretty much how the entire event is structured. It is rewards specifically designed for Town Hall 2 all the way up to Town Hall 16. And now we're coming to the more interesting part, at least. What do I think about the event? Because I think it's a really hot topic, because at the end of the day, this is loot boxes, which is a really controversial topic within games in general. Because loot boxes, you can kind of somewhat compare them to gambling, unfortunately, to some degree. So this is now where I have to say some words, really, which I feel is really important. Because typically, and that's something which I guess most people know, a lot of times I'm quite positive with the changes Supercell does. The reason for this is that a lot of times I know already more information. I know like what is the roadmap looking like for a lot of future updates or future changes, which then makes it easier for me to understand why certain changes are going to be made, which have then impact with later changes, which other might not understand. And from today, it just looks like that I'm always saying yes, thumbs up to whatever Supercell does, which is understandable because you do not have access to those information. But at the same time, a lot of times I'm criticizing stuff as well. This is starting with like the Apprentice Builder price, as well with the Gold Pass changes which we had earlier, which luckily you as a community reverted, and for example as well the scenery price, where I think it's way too expensive. So whenever I see as well something which I just can't understand or don't agree with, I obviously say that as well. And this event is no difference whatsoever. So overall, there is a good and a bad side. Let's start with the good side. First off, I think this loot box brings quite a bit of excitement to the game. The reason for this is that currently it feels like Supercell is copying, or more specific, the Clash of Clans team is copying a lot of things which work in Brawl Stars. For example, Brawl Stars blew up with those events. What do we have now on every single month in Clash of Clans? That's right, events. Magical, right? Next thing, what did work great in Brawl Stars? Star drops. What do we have now in Clash of Clans? Those little chests. So you can see a certain pattern, right? And the question now is this going to work as well for Clash of Clans? Because the good news right here is that those chests are quite nice, because you can now have Town Hall specific rewards, which so far was not possible. So what Supercell could do in the future, if you would have like another streak event, instead having the final milestone 1000 blue ore, which is a solid reward for Town Hall 8, but an awful reward for Town Hall 16, they can now add those chests as reward, because they're balanced for each Town Hall. This is something which I'm asking for already for a long time. Having rewards which are balanced for every single Town Hall, to make sure that we don't have those static numbers, which are for some town level great, and for some town level a pretty bad deal. So that is the good thing about this overall change, overall this addition of loot boxes. But as well, if you have followed me for quite some time, you might know that I have as well other YouTube channels. For example, my German channel, but as well the Clash Mini channel, which was a game some time ago until Supercell killed it. But before they killed it, there was actually a new mechanic in there, which were loot boxes, and that was a gacha system, which is pretty much how I call it, child gambling, because at the end of the day, a lot of children are playing this game. And as soon as Supercell started to monetize that, I was just gone. I stopped playing the game, I stopped covering the game, because there is a certain limit which is not okay. So I have to say, currently, the current form of those chests in my opinion, is like a gray area. It serves a certain purpose, which is okay, but it should not go further. As soon as Supercell is starting to monetize those chests, I hope that we're going to have the same reaction as a community again, and I will be 110% part of that, as we had with the Gold Pass changes and removing the skin of the Gold Pass. Having a child gambling aspect in this game monetized with money and stuff would be a no-go in my opinion. And I really hope that we can make sure as a community that that will never happen. The current form is okay, but if it's going into the monetization aspect, no-go. And I really hope that we won't see that in Clash of Clans. That's pretty much my point of view on the event. I would love to hear what you think, because I think this entire topic of loot boxes and everything around it is kind of controversial, and there's going to be a lot of opinions. I'm looking forward to see what you're typing there in the chat. Are you saying, yes, loot boxes, I like to open them? Are you saying, yeah, the current form is great, but if they're going to monetize that, that would be a complete no-go for me? Let me know what you think. Really looking forward to see that, and I hope overall I was able to explain to you how exactly the event works, and well, best of luck tomorrow with opening your chests, and I hope that all of you are going to draw a lot of legendaries one and maybe get your favorite equipments which you have not unlocked just yet. Otherwise, that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys back tomorrow. Until then, see ya and bye bye.